K&C Vapor review video.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Blake from K&C Vapor here. I'm going to be doing another review. It's been a little while, but there's a little bit of story behind that. Last review I did, the Hammer God version 2, which I have still to this day with my Centurion RDA. It's my go-to, like, all-day vape. I have really had no need to get anything else, which is why I hadn't done another review. If I'm going to do a review on something, it's going to be something that I personally have, because I've gone through every single little aspect of it, learned everything about it, and determine whether I like it or not. Lately, I've just been getting lucky with every single thing I get. I've ended up really liking, and because of that, I hadn't bought anything else since the Hammer God version 2. But I ended up going to an anime convention last week in New Jersey. While walking around up there, I was not going to want my Hammer God version 2 in my pocket. It's really big, really bulky, and I love it, but it's not for walking 6 miles a day up and down hills and at an anime convention in Atlantic City. So I decided I'm going to get something a little bit smaller to carry around in those times. Oh, this beauty. H-Priv 220 by Smoke. Here's the box for it itself. 220 watts of power, fires down to a 0.08 in temperature control mode or a 0.10 in normal variable wattage mode, up to 3 ohms on each of those both settings as well. I have done the temperature control on it. I personally am not a big fan of just temperature control in general. It doesn't have enough heat or power for me personally to be able to get the satisfaction I need. Some people do end up really liking it. I know quite a few people that swear by it, won't do anything else but temperature control anymore. But that's a person-by-person basis. Could be for you. It's not for me though. I tried both stainless steel, titanium, and nickel. I like Kanthal and G-Plat for normal wattage mode. A little bit about this thing. The fire bar is very nice. A lot better than the Smoke X Cube 2 in my opinion. Smoke X Cube 2, a lot of my customers ended up having problems with getting the button pressed fast enough to be able to turn it on or get into the different settings and everything. This one, it's a very short throw, and it is very responsive as well. Like, I just adjusted some, I adjusted the mode right there real quick. I'll change back in a second, but the screen is on the top, which a lot of people don't like, but it is very nicely sealed. I've got a lot of juice all over this screen over the past 3 weeks I've been using it. Haven't had any of it get underneath it. Let me back that down as well. I had it on 220 watts, which I'll show you later, but I'm going to start off a little bit lower first. I normally run about 160 on this build. It's a .22 Kanthal, dual 7 wrap around a 3.8mm screwdriver, using some Scottish roll wick. Actually burned up my cotton bacon while I was in New Jersey. I wasn't the smartest, left my batteries in, my mod in my pocket, had it locked and everything, but I was going on a rickety wooden roller coaster. Wasn't the best idea. Had a little bit of an issue in my pocket, but wasn't nothing bad. Thankfully, the 10-second protection kicked in, and it just stopped firing after 10 seconds. Noticed it, took it out of my pocket, locked it again, held it in my hand for the rest of the ride, which it was pretty much towards the end anyway. So I wanted to make sure, kept it in my friend's purse for the rest of the time we were there, because everybody has those issues sometimes. Just make double sure that you don't make the same mistakes, because it could end up a lot worse. Okay. The battery door itself on this, I really like it. It's easy to get off if you're trying to. And yes, these are wrap batteries. I've had a lot of people that get scared. Just clear wrap. The battery that goes the nearest to the 510 on the same side of it is going to have the negative end going towards the battery door. The other battery is obviously going to have the positive end going to the battery door, because almost all regulated devices are wired in series just so we can get enough voltage to be able to push that high wattage that people really love. The battery door, right off the bat, can be a little stiff, but it breaks in after taking it on and off about 4 or 5 times. It makes it a lot easier and smoother to where you just set it on there, push down a little bit, slide it over, clicks into place. Has a micro USB cable on the port on the bottom as well. Not for charging. Not for charging. Upgrades only. I personally do not recommend any regulated device that has a micro USB port on that uses removable batteries. Do not recommend you use that micro USB port to charge it. Whether it does it or not, just don't do it. It can damage your batteries, can damage the device, making you spend a whole lot more money than you would if you just bought a charger. Because chargers are getting pretty cheap nowadays. Like, you can get a soda charger, $14.99. Those things, they last forever. We've been selling for about 2 years now. We've had maybe one brought back the entire time we've sold them. It's been one of our best-selling chargers. It's a really good one. They go probably for even cheaper online. I haven't even really checked on them. But the device itself has short-circuit protection, which is always good. Has high temperature protection, so if the device gets up getting too warm to where it could damage the chip itself, it will tell you like, hey, let me cool down for a second, then you can vape again. It has high and low voltage protection, so if your batteries get too low, it'll just like, hey, it's dead, charge them up. If batteries too high, I'll be like, hey, something's going on here, this isn't right, take the batteries out, see what's going on, which is always a good thing to make sure that you're using the right batteries. Always use batteries that have at least a 20 amp continuous discharge cycle for high wattage devices. 25, 30 amp if possible. 30 amps, they're not as common on the market anymore as they were back in the day with the BDC4s. Once they stopped making those, pretty much disappeared off the market. You can still find them out there, they're just getting less and less common, and the price is going up on them. The navigation on it is standard, just 5 clicks on, 5 clicks to lock it, I guess, 5 clicks on, 3 clicks to get into the settings. Just gotta turn it on. Took the batteries out. You can also change the direction of the screen. I have it set to where whenever it's firing like this, I can see the screen. Stock, it comes like this, but by doing it like that, you're more prone to getting juice on the top of the screen, possibly even down inside of the screen over long periods of time. So I recommend doing it like this. It's a little bit comfortable for me to hold because I can use all 4 of my fingers to get kind of a better grip. Using Velocity RDA, by the way. And Dixieland Delight, Max VG in 3 mg. It's got a 3-month warranty on it from the manufacturer. Here in the shop, we will cover for the first 30 days. After that, you got another 60 days with the company, which no matter where you buy it from, it'll have that 90-day warranty. Sorry about that. What else? Zinc alloy build, so it's not stainless steel or anything, so it's not going to be too heavy, but it's not just plastic, so it will be more durable than that. If you ever have an issue to where you try to hit it and it just says like, oh, this gives you some kind of weird message or it just won't work at all, first thing to try, check the puff counter. Whenever mine said it had some random number set as the maximum puff limit for the day. To fix that, just click it 3 times. Click it once more to where it goes to puffs. Once it gets onto that, then just make sure that right there it says never. It might give you a random number, just click it over until you get all the way to one of the ends. It will go back to never to where it won't have that issue anymore, thankfully. Because that upset me. First time I was like, what the hell is going on? Then I looked at it, I'm like, oh, something really simple like that. Now I've had a couple customers come in and said that, and they were really relieved whenever it was just that small little thing that wasn't even an issue, it was just a feature they didn't know that they had. It has an OLED display, so it will be a little bit easier to see in bright sunlight. It is also, you can adjust the contrast on it, so that can help save the battery life a little bit. It won't be as effective as turning down your wattage at saving battery life, but it can also adjust it to where in different light settings you can see the screen better. Navigation's all standard, like I said. I really do enjoy this thing. It's not my absolute favorite, that still goes to the Hammer God version 2, but this is definitely my favorite compact setup. For a lot of people, this won't be compact, but if you got Rouleau or a Hammer God or Hammer God version 2, it is a lot more compact than those, a lot easier to carry around. I've only ever had that issue with the button unlocking it, or the device itself unlocking itself in my pocket once, and that was because I was on a rickety roller coaster, so you more than likely won't have that issue, but works very well. That was the only issue I've had with it so far at all. I've been using it consistently for 3 weeks. Hadn't even touched my Hammer of God. I like to do that whenever I do reviews. Make sure that I'm getting just the view on this device without it getting skewed by me using any other devices as well. So I'm going to do a couple clouds off it real quick. Show you how it performs. Oh, and there's also different settings for each wattage as well. You can do like minimum, maximum. There's a couple settings in between. I just always keep it at max. Yeah. I'll do a couple clouds and see you guys later. I'm going to be doing, hopefully, Hammer God version 3 next, whenever it drops. Hear that Vapor's cloud? Let me know. Airflow definitely not as open as on my Centurion, but there's not much that is. Alright guys, I will check you guys later. Keep on vaping and keep it cloudy.